We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from NRG Stadium. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with the rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Third and 7. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that? Like your Texans.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Get it! 60, go!
The throw right away is Ward. That's complete to his running back, Israel Abanikanda. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
19 lot, 19 Tiger, 19.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got a man here. That's Eric Eilmaner. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
Okay, break. Let's go now. Ready?
The
one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
69, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
Travel start on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19. Why, Tony? Tonight.
On play action. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down for Houston.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Guarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
There he goes again. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 touchdown. Bronco 80. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a tight 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A 3-yard gain.
Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tag, Panther, touch, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They send Ridley in motion. Ward gonna throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's gonna have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Come on. Hey.
They send Ridley in motion. On 1st down, Ward fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Abanaconda. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Alex Eilmanner. Touchdown, Titan. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
The kick is good.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At around the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's complete on the tight end screens. Let's get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the jump. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Christian Harris there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Track him 60. Ready.
Here's Ward. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down for Tennessee.
A gain of 16 yards. First down,
Let's go,
Tennessee.
Off play action, it's Ward. He'll check this down to the running back. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Cougar Knights, go!
Throwing, Ward. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Gravity Lions!
On the ground, it's Abanaconda. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He's brought down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7.
79 Broncos! Hawks!
Now it's Ward. This is caught 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Trying to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Come on, Buffalo 18! Viking!
To throw is Ward. Out to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking it down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready! 7 Broncos! 60! Ready!
Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tim DK that time. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Brings up 4th and goal.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And And the Titans will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Titans have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Get up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw is Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
and these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got the tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
One final throw before the break. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Ready, check. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Trap.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
Really really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap for Ward. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on the drive. And this one goes for 17 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of something.
To the pylon, he's in. Alec Iomatter. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
The extra point is good.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
South. Hey, uno. Tony. Hey, uno Mars. Not to the right. Oh, bro. Hey.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready? 18, level, 8, let's go.
On 1st down, Ward. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
70. Ready, go.
A run here with the Bonaconda. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Press on leaders.
A gain of 13 yards.
Cut back kick. 70, Timberwolf.
1st down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Ward. That'll be complete to a Bonaconda. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. 18.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. What a response. Jim DK, touchdown Titans. The extra point, up and good. And the Titans will go up by 7.
Texans 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the quick, right? At 18. What's that?
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
18. 19 Texas.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. It's Markham there. And a 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
You speed less. 18. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
18. What's up?
And now the 1st carry for Joe Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
11. Hey, Uno Mars.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will tie this game at 24.
24-24. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
19, 18.
On 1st and 10, Ward. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump. Let's go. Ready.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's back over the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come on. Set. Liking, 18.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't wait. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They send Ridley in motion. On second down, here's Ward. Then about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Ward's pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Play action. Stroud. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Tie game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. Here's a run, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Israel Abanikanda, touchdown Tennessee. The extra point is good, and the Titans will go up by 7.
Texans 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Now give up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down. As the tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
First down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Out. On the quick, right?
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Okay,
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw is Ward. There's that man again. Another catch.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's the toss as they look to run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is second and 6.
Deputy. Bronco 80. Riggs. 70 Rangers.
They'll drop to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
19 tight, 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw is Ward. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Titans. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now a give on the ground. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. Come 18. Pioneer.
Now it's Ward. With Pioneer's receiver, that's DK. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try the right side this time. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard
line. Here's 1st down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to dial up another deep ball. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
They'll go play action with Stroud. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Victory formation. Defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes,